Good morning. All right, nothing professional here, man. Just pretty simple. I can't really get why the market is down so aggressively at the open. Okay. I mean, we're already down like 70 points. We're gonna open up with a gap down 70 points. And everybody's saying we don't know if there's capitulation. Yo, that's not capitulation. But I'm not ready to make that call. I'm not ready to say it's over. I'm actually quite perplexed. Um, so really, first things first. Let's take a quick look at the earnings reports. We really have a relatively quiet week, except for Wednesday, which we get inflation rate and core PPI, and maybe they're selling into that news, man. Maybe they're thinking that if it's atrocious, those 75 points are going to come back on the table. Maybe. I mean, there's nothing going on. I was thinking overnight or over the past week that Victory Day in Russia was going to be the issue, and everybody's kind of frightened about Victory Day in Russia. So I'm thinking people were liquidating because they were afraid that over the weekend Putin was going to make a grandstand to try to represent something at the Victory Day party or celebration. And then I'm thinking that U.S., NATO, and Ukraine might want to make a statement and put something right in Putin's face before Victory Day. So I was thinking that everybody wanted to get out, cover their loss, or hedge their risk going into that, and that's what the unusual activity was last week. Because this is oversold, 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 oversold. I'm sorry. Yeah, valuations. Yeah, I could get it, and the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's already down 20%. You're kind of taking that out. I'm really expecting us to find a bottom and mull around, and then we get these ridiculous sells. This is another. We're down 80 points on the S&P, man. 80 points. It's 7 o'clock. 4 minutes to 7 o'clock. Nothing's really going on in Europe. The only thing out there is this CPI, or the core inflation rate, and the inflation rate year over year. We got a PPI also Thursday, but maybe they're expecting the number to come in hot, and they might put the 75 basis points on. Um, you, you know, I don't know. It looks like they're just trying to scare people out of the market. The market really didn't have a lot of movement last week. It kind of closed where it opened, and that was a good sign. That looked good to me. So sometimes there's such a thing as an exhaustion gap, and this could be an exhaustion gap. We don't know. As far as day trading today, I mean, obviously, the bias is um, bearish, but look at that, man. It's just running. Oh, actually, yep, it's just running down. The bias did bearish, but I'm sure we're going to be overextended at the open. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be overextended at the open. So I don't know what moves I'm going to make. And really, I mean, technically, that's it. We broke resistance right here. Yes, we double tapped this support rather, and away we go. We didn't get that one green finger, but we got a tandem out to it, man. It might as well have been. And I was watching that. I was thinking that was negative sentiment, and I was hoping that these wicks were saving us. But it looks like it's just easing down. We'll have to see where we end today. I mean, maybe we will get one of those miracle holy smoke days where the shit comes right back. But in my heart, I think everybody they've talked about 3,800. They talked about 3,800, and I think it's becoming a self fulfilling prophecy. I think we're looking at 3,800. So hang on to your shorts, man, and see. Hopefully, you're positioned to ride this out. We had a bounce on the momentum, and now the momentum's pulling down aggressively. This is the futures that we're looking at. So this is what's happening to us right at the moment. So we have a very negative day here, and you know what? I mean, yesterday didn't look that negative. Look, we pushed down and we rallied back up. I mean, was it the shorts that didn't want to hang in over the weekend that gave us back? That showed some strength. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. And the economy is not that bad. People are looking forward, considering too much doom and gloom. And I'm not thinking we're getting a rally back, but I really think that we should have put in a bottom and just kind of milled around, and take a little while before this shit turns it around and starts moving back up, So this could be it. This could be the hammer that we're looking for. With that gap. That gap could be the exhaustion gap. You know, you have an exhaustion gap. You got a halfway gap. God forbid, there's a fucking halfway gap. You're talking um, 800, another 800 points. Forget about it. 3,200. I don't want to see it. 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 It'll fuck up the economy. This is a political thing. This is done so that people can maintain power. And I mean, why aren't they refining and making diesel? It doesn't make sense to me. And you always see this before midterm elections. But I mean, they say it on the fucking news, so they might as well say you always see manipulation before the elections. And we, the people, accept this shit. Nobody rises up, right? And how do we accept this shit? We vote Democrat, we vote Republican. We don't have the balls to vote independent, so we can't get a third party in here to break up this monopoly. Yeah. And we get that third party, a viable third party, and that's it. That's a true democracy. It's a true democracy, and you can see that they geared the system so that the third party can't get a representation, they can't get a voice, and nobody takes them seriously enough to vote for them. Well, some people do, but not enough to make the difference, and that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. So and competition just improves the quality of the product. That's the bottom line. We throw competition in there, we're gonna get better fucking um, politicians, not these archaic dinosaurs that shouldn't even be driving cars, man. Yo, if you can't complete a sentence, you should not be president. I mean, Biden. I mean, even Trump. But you know what? Trump was transaction based. If this happens, that should happen. Which was very good governing of our country, being that we're a capitalist society. Yeah, this yo-yo. I mean, he couldn't complete a sentence either, but I mean, the current yo-yo. I mean, I don't think he has anything to offer this country. He's a nice guy. He doesn't insult other countries. That's what we could say. Big fucking deal. It's not doing anything for me. Certainly not doing anything for everybody's 401k. I mean, all you heard was Trump was going to destroy the economy. Trump was going to destroy the country. Yeah, in 2016. How'd you like your 401k between 2016 and 2020? That 401k was looking good. No. All right. So anyway, what can I say? Yo, Bitcoin falling apart. Remember the old song? It was a hedge to the market. But yo, look at that. Broke that trend line and away she goes, man. Away she goes. Yeah, but that's all right. We just have to watch it. I'm kind of backing off on everything right now. And I'm just watching and praying. Um and just seeing how everything behaves. And this just looks like liquidation to cover calls. Everybody's kind of banking on shit going up. But you know what? Overall, the street, their position is not that bearish. When you look at the put to calls and things like that, they're not that bearish. So maybe a few people moving it down. I don't know. So anyway, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Send out some comments. And we'll talk later.